Good morning, I'm Chance with Apple Drains. We're going to show you how to do an oil change in this 2016 Chevy Express. Now this is a 4.8. It requires 5W30. It's very important to look at the cap underneath the hood, see what kind of oil it requires. You can see right here we got this is a 5-quart jug plus another quart, which makes 6. That's what this van requires. And then we also have an ultra synthetic oil filter, which is very important that you get a good quality synthetic oil filter to match the full synthetic oil.
That's good.
Alright, so let's get started.
Alright, so the first thing you want to do is locate the oil plug underneath the vehicle. You want to bust that loose. You want to get this undone and drain out all the old oil. You want to be careful now, because when it gets to the end, it's going to blow off. And if you're not careful, you'll lose the bolt, and then you got to dig through the oil and find it. Next, you're going to find the oil filter and bust that loose. Once you break it loose, you can pretty much just undo it by hand. It's going to be a little messy. We'll clean that up though. Alright, next, whenever you got to put the new oil filter on, it's very important. Dip your finger in it, as I'm doing right here, and put a nice little bead of oil around the gasket. And make sure that it gets a tight, snug fit, and that oil helps make that happen. You can see I got everything cleaned off underneath here, so I'm going to go ahead, screw the new filter on. Get it all the way hand tight, and then I'm going to take this oil filter wrench, which works off of tension. Whenever you put it on there and you apply pressure to it, it squeezes on that filter, and then it more. Clean it off. Alright, now we got the new filter on. We're going to put the new plug in. And we're going to snug this up, get it kind of tight. Make sure you don't want to over tighten it, because it can give you problems for the next time. But that's it. That's how simple it is to change your oil. I've been under the truck for maybe 5 minutes total. We're ready to add new oil in, just like that. Alright, take the cap off. Make sure you have your funnel, otherwise it'll make a big mess. Get the new jug. Make sure you pour kind of slow, because it will back up on you. Oil tends to be a lot thicker when it's colder. Alright, so we got 5 quarts in. It's important to remember that this is a 4.8 liter and it requires 6 quarts of oil. It's always important, you want to look, see what your manual says, whatever your vehicle calls for. But Chevrolets and these models tend to call for 6 quarts. And this is the 6th one. We're going to add this. Remember, it can cost anywhere between $60 and $70 to get an oil change. This $35, did it myself, 5 minutes. So save you some money in the long run. You know, here at Apple Drains we have 4 vehicles that we drive thousands of miles a week, and it's very important that you keep up on the maintenance of the vehicles. We have to change the oil regularly,
because this is the lifeline of the motor. This particular vehicle is a 4.8 liter V8. It has 195,000 miles. And if you follow us, you'll know that we have a 2008 model Chevrolet van that has over 550,000 miles. This is Chance with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. And you can do this as well.